Hello everyone, and welcome to another video where I am going to be taking you through a full tutorial for how to do the downward cable flies. Now this is a great exercise for isolating the chest, particularly the inner part and lower part of the chest. It can be varied slightly in different angles to work other parts of the chest. But with the variation that you're seeing in the video, this is more targeted for the lower and sides of the chest. So starting from the bottom with your feet positioning, now both toes should be facing relatively straight forward ahead of you, and one foot should be a meter in front of the other, and that's usually going to be your lead foot. Now, the majority of the pressure, the weight, is going into that front foot. Not completely, but the majority of the weight is. Now, with the core, you just want to keep tensing up your stomach to keep it engaged. This will help with your balance. It will help take any sort of strain off the lower back. And with the upper body, you want to have a slight lean forward, but a big mistake is just people leaning quite excessively forward just because it helps them lift more weight. But to really work and target the chest, it's better to just have a slight lean forward. Now with the back, you just want to keep the back engaged and keep pulling the lats together and squeezing the back up to maintain appropriate posture, along with pulling your shoulders back. Now with your arms, you want to leave just a slight bend in your elbow. You don't want them to be completely straight, but you don't want them to be like they are on a bench press when you're making a right angle. So just a little bend in the elbows. Now with the starting position, your elbows is going to be at shoulder height, but they're going to be in the same line as your shoulders. They're not going to be further behind your shoulders, because then that's just going to create more tension in the shoulder rather than any other sort of benefit in the chest, okay, which likely will just lead to injury. So from that position, from the elbow at your shoulder, you're then going to push down with the weight. Keep your wrists in alignment, so don't let the handles push your wrists back. Come down with the bars to waist level. Now with the waist level, you're not bringing the handles right down directly to your waist. It's just going to be at the same height as your waist. You're going in a straight line and you're not bending the arms as you're going down with the weight. And then once you are at that position, you're bringing the hands in together, almost like you're trying to clap the hands together, bring the handles in to touch each other, and then you're going to return back to the starting position. So a couple other common mistakes that I see people make with this exercise is moving the upper body whilst you're moving your arms. Now your upper body should be perfectly still. All of the movement is in purely your arms, okay? That's how you're going to keep your chest engaged. Another sort of common mistake that I see is people just overworking the arms rather than the chest. So a good way to sort of keep the chest active as much as possible throughout the movement is just trying to continuously tense up and engage, squeeze the chest as much as possible throughout the movements. Another mistake that I tend to see from gym members is with the head. It's just looking directly down at the ground. Now this is going to get your head out of alignment with your neck and spine, so it's just going to lead to posture issues and potential injuries. So try to always keep your head in alignment with your neck and your spine. Try not to tilt the head down looking directly at the floor, or try not to look up at the ceiling or to the sides. Just look directly forward, keeping it in line with the spine. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial video on the downward cable flies for the chest. If you have any thoughts of this particular exercise, if you like it, don't like it, feel free to put your comments down below. And if you have any requests for me to do a tutorial on any particular exercises, then be sure to put that in the comments as well.